Did I go down? I went down, didn't I? Am I still live? That one's live. This one's... Okay, this one's live too now. Looks like I disconnected for a second. I just got a pop-up in the corner that said OBS reconnecting. Which is weird, because it still says I've been live for 56 minutes or whatever. Oh, going down again. Red, yellow, green. The hell? I think my internet's crapping out or something. Something weird's going on. Yeah, it says my stream's only been live for a minute now, so it did disconnect at some point. Up, up. Up, up. What? What? Computer? You all right? You having a rough time? What? What just happened? Did you do that? What? Can you hear me? Did I get disconnected from chat or something? Hey. Hello? Hello? Can you hear? Oh. Okay. It's confusing because I can see you. I saw you type notice me senpai. I got disconnected from chat for some reason. There was no real reason. There was no real warning about it. And then I could still see the bot doing things, but I couldn't see the bot typing, or I couldn't see you typing. But now I could. It all seems to be fine now. But a section of my chat is just the bot timing you out over and over and over, and you not actually doing anything. It's just the bot has a serious vendetta against you all of a sudden. No. Let's leave Hans behind. Just send me the body parts, or arranged in a message. Probably kill that one golem, but whatever. Oh, no, apparently the priest healed the golem. Works for me. That gets rid of exactly the enemies I wanted to get rid of. And then Miz can carve his way through these gargoyles slowly. Or just dance in front of them, apparently. Do some pirouettes. Ah. What's this? It says I have like, oh, it's a message from you. It's like, it says I have a Twitch message instead of in chat. Be a lot of trouble to go through just for that. And a lot of pain. And blood. There'd be blood everywhere. And something would happen in transit, and it would just spell out Bobby's. 7 attack, 1 defense, 6 speed, 3 HP, 1 MP. Seven attack. I think it's safe to say he can one-shot these gargoyles up here now. He just needs more defense. He needs to get like 25 defense this next level. And then he'll be happy with his progress. Once he's as tanky as Domingo, then I can forgive myself for how weak I've been the whole game. Level 19, 4 attack, 2 HP. Blue has been getting like ridiculous amounts of attack every level. For a pre... Oh hey, were they stopping again? I wonder if the Twitch chat server has been like iffy lately. I know yesterday the user list was down apparently. Oh. Damn it. Timer's not frozen. It's paused. But the issue is, I also didn't fix it because I didn't stop it after I ended the stream earlier today. So... this is not what I want. I don't want this one. I want this one. Watch this one. Let's go right to the very end. No, this is the current video. This is no good. This isn't what I want. Back. I want this one. Watch this one. Right to the end. And did this stream go down too? 13:23. 13:23:54 plus an hour 7. So 13. What? What time did I say? 13:23. So 13:31. No, 14:31. This happens more than I'd like to admit, that I shut the stream down and I don't stop the timer, and then I have to go back and look at the clock. But this is probably the first time I've had to go back, look at the clock, and then re-add the time. Now this video's paused, and I'm not watching myself. Today has been a disaster for my stream. I just do not know how to stream apparently today. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I was a little upset that I'd lost so much progress, and then I realized I just get to play the game for an extra like 8 hours, and then it wasn't so bad. Now, if it had been like because that I had lost 8 hours in, oh, I would have been crying. I'd have finished my stream, and I just would have sobbed into my pillow for like 3 hours. I'd be like, I have to do this again? Especially if it had been like the pyramid. Did you see because? I don't think you were here yet when I was doing because. Oh. It's Beyond the Beyond, and that game is just mean. It's made by the same people that make this one. And it's got random stat ups and stuff like that. And just there's like 4 bosses in the entire game, and they're all super easy. It's all the random encounters in the game that are hard, and it's one of those games where there's just random encounters like anywhere from 1 to 5 steps. And so the game is out to get you. It knows exactly when to hit you, it knows exactly when to punch you in the gut and when to trip you. It knows how far to stick the knife in and how much it should twist. The second last dungeon is the series of caves. It's about like 4 or 5 floors, and from floor 2 onward, there's basically hidden pitfalls that can send you into like areas that are surrounded by hidden pitfalls, so that you just continue falling down all the way to the beginning. Just stuff like that. That's the whole design of the game. I got lost for a good like 6 hours, 7 hours probably, and was way over leveled, and I was still too weak to deal with the monsters that I was fighting. Because of the random stat levels, basically the main character is like raised by this other family, and their daughter is with you the whole time. Her name is Annie, and she's your healer. Basically, Annie was my strongest character. She could hit harder than the hero, she had more health than him, she had higher defense, and she had healing magic. She just got all of the right levels, and he got all of the wrong levels. You're also paired up with this hero, Samson, who has like the strength of whatever, a dozen men or something like that, or 100 men, and probably about 5 minutes into getting him, he immediately gets cursed, and he is cursed for about half the game. And the curse basically randomly prevents him from acting, or when he does attack, he suffers like 20% of the damage back. So he's constantly either killing himself or leaving enemies alive to kill you. So you just can't rely on him at all. It's just stuck on him for the first half of the game. There's an event you go through it about the halfway point where you're questing to remove the curse. So for the first basically half of the game, you have two and a third characters, and the enemies just pick on you the whole time. No, 3 and a third. I think you get Edward too. It's a brutal game. But then I got to be mean to Edward for the rest of the game, because the way the game does teleporting is each of your characters get what's called a light orb, and you can use the light orb to teleport to any of your other characters. So when you get more than your full party of characters of 5, you start sending your characters to go wait in a town for you. So that's how you like set up your teleports. And so I just I sent Edward to wait for me all the time in this like destroyed castle. There's no place for him to hide from the weather or anything. Well, here we go. Blue's ready to evolve. It sounds like a bad game, but there's something about it that is actually just frustratingly good. Like it's I don't know. It's pleasant to play, even though it is like the most frustrating game you will ever come across. There's just something about the game that I enjoy playing. Also, it's got this weird system where you, if you mash the buttons properly, like the right timing and stuff like that, then you can like kind of force critical hits and double attacks, or if you get killed and you mash the button at the right timing, you can come back to life instantly for free. Just it's got a weird kind of active system to it. But like, nobody knows how it works. There's just no information about it. It can be. It can really help. Like if you're not mashing the button, the game is impossible. If you're mashing the buttons, then the game is kind of doable. I'm sure if you knew how to do it, then the game would be super easy. But since no one knows how to do it, it's either impossible or just barely possible. Apparently it's much harder in the Western versions and the European versions than it is in the Japanese version. The Japanese version, everything is weaker, you get more stats, and it's just kind of whatever. In the Western version, the only saving thing is there's these items called resist jewels that have the damage you take from magic. And there are lots of jewels and orbs in the game, and what they do is they only last for one battle, but the resist jewels last for the entire game. So if you use a resist jewel, then that character will forever take half damage from magic. And that is like the only thing that will save you. Is by putting those on everybody. What? Oh, Great Dragon. Dragon Blue shall now be known as Girder. Save. Yes. Continue your journey. I'll say yes, but the answer is no. Now, all I want to see is there. Okay, now it looks a little more a little more threatening, I guess, than the baby dragon form. Does anyone else get a new face sprite? No. Yeah, no one else gets a new face sprite except for Blue, huh? But since he's always a yogurt, he never gets to change classes, huh? That's what his battle sprite looks like now. Well, she didn't change. That's what Tao's sprite normally looks like. Honor is still wearing her green dress. Where's Lyle? Oh, there he is. Yogurt. Alright. So, that's it for this, for the grind. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out again. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time. So like almost 9 hours ago. Well, all the fours. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you probably tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.